I had never had the privilege of trying a pavlova until my recent trip to New Zealand over the new year, and I've been vying to make it ever since. It's really just a baked, sweet meringue that can be topped with fruit, cream, or whatever you want. I'm going to make mine with a lemon curd as I continue to force myself to like lemon desserts more. It all starts with separating 4 egg whites from their yolks. This is why it's a good idea to make a lemon curd for this, because it allows you to use up those extra yolks. I do this by hand into a separate bowl first in case one of the yolks pops that I don't contaminate the egg whites. And to make a meringue, you need egg whites and sugar, and most recipes recommend using caster sugar. It's a finer version of granulated sugar, not quite as fine as confectioner sugar, so somewhere in between. I don't keep caster sugar on me, I've honestly never had it, so I'm just going to take 200 grams or a cup of regular granulated sugar and add it to my food processor. Pulsing that about 10 to 15 times is going to make it a little finer and make it easier to dissolve into the egg whites. I honestly think you could skip this step and just use regular sugar, but this is a YouTube channel. I'm grabbing my stand mixer, which is the only way I'd ever make a meringue. Make sure your bowl is clean and dump in your egg whites and begin to mix on medium speed. It's going to take a few minutes and you're going to wait until they get foamy and then start to have soft peaks before you add the sugar. And something like this where the peak flops over is a soft peak, so you can start adding the sugar now. Do it 1 spoonful at a time at a leisurely pace to allow it to dissolve. And once it's all in, you can whip this on high speed until you get stiff peaks. It's probably going to take 5 or so more minutes, just check periodically. And egg whites are much harder to overmix than something like whipped cream. That stuff turns into butter if you go anywhere past stiff peaks, but this is fine to go past. And once you have something like this, you're good to go. We can add the rest of the ingredients. That's going to be a teaspoon each of white vinegar, cornstarch, and vanilla extract. I'm going to gently fold these in with a rubber spatula to make sure they're evenly incorporated. Just be careful not to deflate all the air you've whipped into this. And now you can choose how you build this before baking. Some people make it into one giant cake, which is kind of appealing, but you have to slice that up to serve it. I'm going to go for something like individual serving cups. And to help with that, I'm going to draw portion sizes on the back of my parchment paper. I've got maybe like a 3-inch bowl that I'm just going to place upside down on the back of the parchment paper and take a pencil and trace it. I would do this on the side I'm not baking on just so I'm not eating graphite. I put spaces for 8 mini pavlovas, but I'm only going to end up making 6. And now I'll flip that over and start to spoon out even portions of my meringue. I start with 3 spatulafuls at a time, and then I pass back over with 1 spatulaful each until I run out, and just kind of spread those to an even height within the confines of the circle. I'm also going to try to create a divot or crater in the top, which is going to hold the lemon curd a little better. It's kind of hard to do because the meringue sticks to whatever you put on it, but just do your best. And then to bake these, I'm going to add them to a preheated 350 degree Fahrenheit oven. But immediately I'm going to drop that down to 200 Fahrenheit where it's actually going to bake. And I'm going to leave that in there for exactly 90 minutes. It's really important to not open the oven or disturb the pavlova at any point. If you check on this at any time, you're going to mess with the heat distribution and you don't want to do that. I think it's pretty forgiving anyway, so 90 minutes at anywhere from 200 to 240 Fahrenheit is going to be fine. Just be patient and resist the urge to break in. You know, for my whole life, I've never been able to sit like this for more than like 90 seconds. I've been told by a physical therapist that I have the worst hips she's ever seen. And this, at 31 years old, believe it or not, is the most flexible that I've ever been in my life. Don't take for granted the good things you have in life. You just never know what other people are going through. In the meantime, we can make our lemon curd. I'm just using a microplane to rip the zest off of 1 lemon. And once that's in the sugar, I can use my hands to make the sugar abrasive against the zest, and that's going to release the flavor. Crucial step that I would not recommend skipping. Then I'm going to add my 4 yolks to a bowl along with the juice from about 2 lemons. Then add your zesty sugar, and you can use some electric beaters to mix this together. Then I'll dump this into a pan over medium-low heat and stir that constantly. Over the course of 5 to 7 minutes, this is going to thicken up. Just make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom and burn. The sugar should dissolve over this time as well. And once you have this thick, spoon coating consistency, you're done. Add 4 tablespoons of butter to emulsify in with the heat off. This is going to take your curd to the next level, flavor and texture wise. You're going to want to strain this because there's solids from the lemon zest. And then once you have that smooth mixture, you're going to want to cool this down before you use it on anything. So I press some plastic wrap directly onto this so it doesn't form a skin, and then into the fridge it goes. By the way, at that 90-minute mark, you can turn off your oven, but you still don't want to open this until it's fully cooled down. I let mine sit in there overnight before opening back up, but you can probably let this go like 2 more hours and it'd be good to go. But on that next day, I pulled my pavlova out of the oven and they looked beautiful. They shouldn't really be browned, just a slightly off-white color from when you put them in. They should be firm to the touch, but they'll have a little bit of a chewy interior like a marshmallow. So I just grab one of those and spoon over a portion of my lemon curd, make that spread across the top. And it's traditional to top this with berries. All I had at the time was strawberries, but that'll do. It doesn't really look like much, and it's a super light dessert, but I promise it's worth the time and effort you put into it. Let's get to the taste test. It's been a while since I've been oriented this way, but I've been meaning to make this video ever since I got back from New Zealand in January. Times have been busier, but I'm glad to finally accomplish this one. It's kind of good that I waited till summer anyway because this is a summer dessert. But let's dive right in. Cheers. Yeah, that lemon curd completes it. The whole thing is so light and airy that when you start chewing it, it just melts down into this really small, chewy bit. It's a really pleasant experience. Mine doesn't cut the easiest, and I know that's probably not exactly how it's supposed to be. Maybe I left it in the oven too long, but this is still the dessert I remember from New Zealand. But yeah, like I said, life has been much busier this year, and it's all good things, but you probably noticed that I've shifted to a more short style YouTube channel. I know that's not the preference for a lot of my audience because that's not what I started my channel as, but for the time being, it's just what works, and it allows me to keep making some form of content instead of just abandoning it altogether. Who knows what the future holds? I'm not going to promise anything because I don't know what I'm capable of and what I'm not capable of, but what I do know is my passion for this has not died, and I want to continue it in every capacity that I can. Anyway, this video is just supposed to be about Pavlova, so I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you all for watching, be blessed, and I'll see you next time. So messy. Seriously, I would do questionable things to have that lemon curd on unlimited supply.